So guys, the BBC has come to realization that the royals ain't it. It's finally dawning on them that nah, they ain't it. They're not bringing in the numbers. We're wasting so much money on these people, covering these people. So they have decided not to broadcast Commonwealth Day service. They'll be like, no. Oh, we're bleeding. And they're like, nah. We are not going to be broadcasting the Commonwealth Day service. And let me tell you, a lot of people on the internet are so like impressed and are applauding it. But the rota is not happy about this. The rota is really pissed. How dare you? How dare you not cover? And they're literally chatting out lies, saying, oh, the public is appalled that the BBC will dare do something so ridiculous. What is wrong with you? No, and people in the comments are like, oh no, we are happy. It was a waste of time, waste of resources, waste of money. No, we are happy. Who's appalled other than 2-3 Rangers? Anyway, let me give you a bit of context before we dive more and we expand more on it. Let me just show you, okay? Let me show you what they said. So the BBC will not broadcast the Windsor's Commonwealth Day service. That is so funny. So I'm just gonna read a part. So you had Ingrid Seward. She is a royal expert. Yeah. So Ingrid, royal author and editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine, said it's a ridiculous and appalling decision. The BBC has been doing it for years, and it's the most important date in the diary for celebrating the Commonwealth. If even the BBC doesn't think it's worthy to cover and celebrate, despite its huge cultural significance for member states and the monarchy, then the Commonwealth could fade into an irrelevance with every passing year. This is what the BBC said, okay? Our decision not to broadcast the Commonwealth Day ceremony in the same way we've done in previous years reflects the difficult choices we have to make in light of our funding challenges. BBC News plans to cover the service across its platforms, including the BBC One bulletins and Rolling News channel. So just not the major BBC channel. Let me tell you, it's not like they're gonna come forward and say, oh, we're bleeding dry. The viewership is not there. No, they're not gonna say that. So they're bleeding, they're using so much money on crew, on all these equipments to cover the royals, and people just don't tune in. There are no numbers. There are literally no numbers. The viewership is tanking. Ever since Harry and Meghan left, no one is interested in it. Again, I believe it's also because of the backlash that the BBC has been receiving ever since the BAFTA incident, when that clown decided to say the N-word and blamed it on Tourette's syndrome, like literally. And you had the president of the BAFTA, the one and only William, who was present, and since then he's not even come forward to issue an apology. So BBC got so much backlash for airing that, and William never came forward to say anything. Yet he will say, oh, we're not a racist family. I'm not racist. What are you talking about? I love everybody. I don't see color. But he is the same man who's not said a word since BAFTA, even just put out a statement. Nothing. So BBC, seeing how people are really pissed, they're like, oh no, we're not about to lose everybody for this. No, we're just gonna distance ourselves. We're just gonna act like, oh, we don't have enough funding, which maybe is true, because honestly, they're losing so much money. You have to cover this ceremony, which not many people are going to show up. This just shows you how irrelevant the leftover royals have become. This just shows you no one is interested in what these people have to offer. And especially in light of the Andrew Epstein scandal that's still ongoing, and they're acting like they don't know about it, it's even making the public more furious. People are like, you should be talking about that. You should be holding Andrew accountable. Instead of putting out this wishy-washy statement of how deeply concerned you are for the victims. Imagine, ever since Andrew was exposed, these people have not said anything other than, oh, we are so deeply concerned. And then they put out this performative PR thing where, oh, Andrew was arrested, and then a couple of hours later we see Andrew leaving, going back, and apparently he got pizza. So that just shows you, they see these peasants are like, you're clowns. We run this show. You're gonna sit back, we're gonna play in your faces, and you're gonna forget about it. And I think the public is just so sick and tired of it. It's an embarrassing, it's totally humiliating. That's why they're so desperate to have Harry and Meghan back. The articles right now, it's like, oh, Harry and Meghan are the only ones who can set the monarchy. Oh, look at this poll. Harry is the only one who can set the monarchy. Come on. You guys, we missed on Harry and Meghan. They were such valuable assets to the firm. Kate and William want to reach out to Harry and Meghan to fix this. Come on. So now that there's a scandal, you now see fit for Harry and Meghan to come back. Oh, we know you just want to use them as scapegoats. What makes you think that they're gonna leave everything they've worked hard for and just come running because you guys want them to? You made your bed, you might as well lie in it. So I, for once, I'm happy because no one tunes in to watch that. And the audacity for Matt Wilkinson to write such an article. Let me show you what this man wrote. And a lie, like this is how they can't cope. They cannot cope. So you had Royal Acts Fury as appalling. BBC X's live coverage of Royals Commonwealth Day service and will show escape to the country and state. So there's no appalling fury. No one is furious, especially if you go under this man's comments. People are like, who? I am happy. Who is furious? Who? Other than two deranges, I am happy. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of people's energy. This family is racist. They clearly don't care. And BBC is just like, we don't want any more heat. We've been getting so much heat. So we're not going to do that. So that is what's happening on the internet. I, for once, am so happy that they did that. I think they should focus on what's important and what matters and not give these people, these clowns, a show to continue these performative acts that they're doing. They don't care about anybody. To everyone that, they're just peasants, like, clearly. Duchess says, this is the 21st century. Nobody wants to see this rubbish. There's only they the biggest corrupt family in the world. They are the biggest hypocrites, each and every one of them. Jay says, the roles don't bring in the numbers anymore. The highly publicized Christmas program that Catherine did last year did not even break the top 50 in programs. Crowds have decreased. The scandals that are being uncovered every day, it makes sense not to show it. Out says they are becoming more and more irrelevant. Cersei, I don't think anyone is angry. It's just boring and outdated. Charlie, good. Who wants to watch this greedy, lying, crying family? Nick, presumably too expensive to stage and not enough viewers to justify it. If you encourage people not to pay license fees, people who do pay get less content. G says, who is angry? I don't know of anyone who is even aware of this, far less even vaguely bothered by it. No one cares. They says, why should they broadcast it? Who's gonna watch it? The opening of an envelope will attract more eyes than Charles and his brood of pedophiles. Mommy, the fact is the ratings are shit, yet you in the media keep banging on about how popular the royals are. The media said a royal event on the BBC, which came out after Harry and Meghan's interview, will get more views, yet the ratings were less than 700,000. Gwen, perhaps they should have been more concerned about their viewership than Meghan, my theory, after BBC being called out about how they covered Prince Andrew and many believed they kept the N-word at the BAFTA purposely to get the heat of the royals back, I think they're pretty much done playing. They're suffering irreparable damage and it's not worth it. Sassy, oh dear, seems the royalists were far too concerned about Meghan's Netflix contract and views to remember prop the royals up. Place says this is one of those occasions the royals get to play dress up, show up with their pomposity and arrogance, and nobody gets to see them this year. But it's Harry and Meghan who are showing up. The cameras will be there. BBC finally recognizes there's no star in their power. Baroness, literally the only people angered about this are the Rota reporters who depend on the royals' visibility to earn their salaries. As for the rest of the audience, And then Lorna, the Sun is indignant about the BBC decision to air a repeat of Escape to the Country instead of live coverage of the Commonwealth Day service. A good lesson in media framing, because the anger he's claiming has actually come from some of the derangers who follow him. Sue says, do people actually watch the Commonwealth Day? If the ratings are terrible, then the propaganda isn't working and there should be some reevaluation on how to move forward. And then Abs, We know their playbook. It's like when they say Megan fans are angry about her jam prices. Meanwhile, we know it's a few internet trolls they are quoting. Then finally, LJ says they called black people N, now wants people to watch PR Commonwealth, the caucasity. Wow, there you have it, guys. What do you think in the comments? Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.